10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Oracle.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Shadow Fiend.
Dire team pick. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Do not fear, we are here with the game. It looks like we
Reserve
might
time.
start a little bit early, but connection issues. One of the players couldn't get themselves into the lobby, but we do have a game. We've got a draft underway. Looks like we're kicking things off now.
Radiant team ban.
It's season 4. So I mess up a little bit
Radiant
there.
team
X,
pick.
please. Friendly with me. Digital Chaos against Infamous. Infamous basically the old Unknown squad. Although they've got apparently stand-ins. I'm not sure who these guys are. They've hidden themselves well. I couldn't check their aliases. A couple of them don't have a lot of games in their Dota buffs. A lot of them on level 1 accounts. So we'll find out through their picks, I think. But maybe someone who can help me with this. Pandago, my co-caster. You know more about both of these teams than I do. Definitely about Digital Chaos. How are you doing?
5 seconds
I'm doing great.
remaining.
Yeah, maybe. A lot has changed since I was a coach. They got a new
Reserve
captain
time.
with Steven, or 1437, and also the patch. So, I mean, things have radically changed for them, but I definitely do have a lot of insight into these players in terms of, like, you know, what they favor in general. And as far as I know, Unknown, or Infamous, is literally unknown. Like, this is the rematch from the Frankfurt qualifier, basically. It's all the same players except Theban instead of Biryu. So, I think... I'm not 100% certain which one is which, but Forehead, Ellie Giggle, Brokeback is either Attune or Kotaro. And we'll probably be able to tell based on what hero he's playing because they've picked SF. And I'm pretty sure that he will be playing SF. Attune, rather. 'Cause he pretty much lives for that hero.
Get the taunt out, start hitting the hi-hat.
Oh, dude,
Get
yeah.
that
So
map-
we actually just scrimmed these guys before, so I have a little more insight that from watching that because I was watching the Archon versus them game, and they were spamming their taunts. There will be lots of SF spams this game, so you can always expect that with him.
And item dropping in front of people as well.
Yep.
I
There
still,
was some of that in the game too.
Yep. I still remember the first time we ever heard that SF taunt. I think it
10
was me and Cap
remaining.
casting together. And we had no idea what was going on. We'd never heard it before. Like we
5
knew the taunt
seconds
existed, but we
remaining.
didn't know exactly what it was. So
Just didn't quite
like
feel the pain yet.
out of nowhere, we just start hearing this. You know, is there a ghost? Has someone hacked into our production PC? Are they playing music through it? SF just dancing around. Now, Crystal Maiden Sand King. Interesting stuff. Jungle Sand King, is that still a thing now with the buff ups for creeps?
You can still do it. It's not like what it used to be, where you would literally just stack camps and farm the jungle. Like you definitely, in general, want to focus more on the lanes and try and push the lanes out with Sandstorm, and then maybe take
10
like
seconds
instead of
remaining.
just farming until you get your blink, you kind of maybe take one jungle stack on the way to your blink
5
dagger.
seconds remaining.
But it could be support, it could be offlane. It's kind of hard to tell. I think it's probably more
Reserve
likely
time.
offlane, and they'll kind of just pressure with Crystal Maiden and maybe try and gank that lane some. Crystal Maiden is
Radiant
pretty good here.
team
Like it
back.
deals well with Beastmaster. I think that is probably a Bulba Beastmaster. They generally run it as offlane, especially just as the picks are shaping up. Like Yawar on Invoker, 1437 on Oracle, Bulba Beastmaster offlane, TC safe lane with Ursa, and they have really good
10
Roshan with that,
seconds remaining.
and Hawk Vision.
AY
yeah.
hero left then?
Dire
Pretty much,
team
that's
back.
what I would expect. And then Infamous, it basically depends on if they want to run the Sand King as offlane or supporter, right?
Yeah.
So they have a little bit of wiggle room in their draft, but other than that, it's basically SF mid, Ember Spirit safe lane, and then they kind of have flexibility.
Radiant
But
team pick.
figure it out right here.
Like DC think it supports Sand King. Another ban out.
Yeah, that would have been a pretty strong pick because they don't really have anything to deal with Brood, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if they pick it, but
Brood or clear the Spiderlings either. I mean, Beastmaster we've seen do okay against the Brood, but that's once he gets like level 3 in the Wild Axes. And even then, that's a more uncommon skill build. We usually see, you know, people go
10 seconds
that
remaining.
call the Wild first and max it up a little bit earlier on. Get the boars out. But like you said, Crystal Maiden with the
5
Frostbite.
seconds
Good at
remaining.
just crawling out those summons from Beastmaster. Now, the Ursa pick. Good against Ember
Reserve
Spirit,
time.
decent against the Shadow Fiend. We're seeing a lot of this from NA Dota. We've seen BSJ pick it up a ton over the past couple of days. Is this something that's...
Dire
what?
team pick.
Infamous Enigma? Again, there's just heroes coming out left and right that we just don't see at all, like regardless of NA, Euro, Chinese Dota, SEA. Enigma hasn't really been a hero, but since the kind of jungle changes, you know, physical damage dealers in the jungle are a little better now in relation to sort of, you know, magic damage spammers to clear out camps. But the fact that there's still the chance for
10
Digital Chaos to
seconds
play
remaining.
aggressively in the enemy jungle, and maybe even for an AUI Chen potentially to come out
5
here and
seconds remaining.
roam themselves in there, where does this Enigma fit in?
Reserve time.
I do think the pick is kind of weird. It is pretty strong against Ursa, but they already have really nice heroes against it with Beastmaster, and Invoker is like great for canceling Black Hole. But you really don't pick that hero for the Black Hole anymore. The Eidolons like make him a really strong early game pressure. The new movement speed change, and I think that he is just really strong in general. Okay, so Bounty Hunter instead of Chen because they have Crystal Maiden, right, to stop the Chen creeps. So they kind of want a hero that can pressure the Enigma still, but they don't want to have to like. I mean, Crystal Maiden basically counters the Chen pick. So I think that's a good choice, but there is still potential for Infamous to like run an offlane Enigma and do dual lanes. You have Crystal Maiden who can kind of roam. She can gank for Ember Spirit bottom. She can roam mid and gank for SF. She can stack. She can do whatever. And you could honestly dual lane Enigma Sand King offlane. And with the way that you can actually farm the hard camp now. So you like deny the creep wave, so it comes back. You farm the hard camp, and then you come up to the lane with your Eidolons, and you like kind of fight them with the remaining
Prepare for
Eidolons.
battle.
And it's really good. I mean, I haven't seen it done in a competitive game yet, but I've like thought about this and I think it could work. So I'll be interested to see if they try that, or if they just go for. It looks like honestly he's just gonna go for the jungle route probably, and him and Crystal Maiden will just kind of shut down the Bounty Hunter together, and he'll just farm the jungle, and it'll be more of a normal laning setup.
Like it. Bounty Hunter was already pinging out over to the large camp you were talking about. Yeah, right there. Let's go and ward up. Get some vision at the very least to see if anyone's messing around with that camp. But like you were saying, with these offlane camps now, the fact that you can have heroes like offlane Tiny kind of pull across, Earth Spirits, Pudge, Leviathan have been messing around a lot with that. But even DC themselves have picked up Tidehunter a couple of times, knowing that with the camp there,
30
have the Tide just
seconds
go
to
across with his physical damage anchor smash, clear through a couple of stacks. It's also put a lot of credence into, like, the Night Stalker or the Spirit Breaker dual lane with Darkseer. The fact you can have these 2-3 roll heroes get level 3 or 4 very quickly, very early on. But it looks like Infamous right now just want to secure that bot rune spot. No shenanigans in their own jungle, make sure there's no sentries or wards going down, but AUI bounty. Try and snag this bounty rune. Looks like he might just do it actually. He's standing right on top of it, he's going to take it right under the nose as the taunt comes out of Shadow Fiend. That's unfortunate for him. So there's going to be a great start here for Yawa's Invoker. Already halfway to level 2.
Yeah, that was kind of, it should be expected. I don't know if he just, like, why he checked the Roche there, because he knew where a majority of the heroes were. But they got the Sentry Ward mid for SF, so he won't be too worried about the Bounty Hunter, at least to begin. And Bounty Hunter is just mirroring the Crystal Maiden, actually going on the Crystal Maiden right here.
Go up Venom, this damage from AUI is pretty big. Another Shadow Walker hitting between that Fade Time, double boars. Coming across from Bulba as well, this Maiden. Back. Top with the Eidolons, he's going to take out the small camp. They're starting with small camp here. Bottom lane. Forehead Ellie Giggle broke back Mingli. He doesn't have enough characters in his name to get the full Twitch meme out. We are seeing Greedy actually up on the top. The stacking will try and stack, but 1437's Oracle. Now, this is a hero that at WCA was pretty heavily prioritized in the first ban phase. People just didn't know what it was doing. They don't have to handle it, but mid, Tornado with a Cold Snap, and Yawa starts things off with the Shadow Fiend, the Courier Snipe, and AUI is going to get a secondary kill here with the Shadow Fiend falling. DC off to a spectacular start. Double bounty, Courier Snipe, mid dead. Infamous have got a long road to track.
Yeah, that's super painful to deal with. SF's already running low on regen, like, he has 1 Share Tango left, and, I mean, I guess I wouldn't really count the Fairy Fire as regen, but he has a Fairy Fire and a Salve. So once he runs out of that, he's gonna have to worry about the Bounty Hunter a lot. Aoi still has a Tango and a Sentry Ward as well, so if he does come middle and eat that Sentry, then the SF basically won't be able to lane anymore. I think he'll be looking to do that in a little bit. He's actually got the Crystal Maiden here again. Not quite level 2 though, so it's not a guaranteed kill. If it was 2, I think it's just like auto dead.
Bulba has level 1 axes. Can throw them across onto the Maiden. The boar is already starting to hit in there, and yep, Maiden pretty screwed. Face down, this Bounty Hunter already winning the game almost from for DC in the early laning stages. Shadow Fiend have to start focusing on actually playing and not using that taunt over and over again, because Yawa straight in with a Cold Snap. Gets a hit in, but he's got the clarity to regen back up, while Greedy, I mean, he's level 1 in this off lane. Not applying pressure to safe lane TC Ursa, he can't really do that. While Oracle, waiting up on the high ground. Shadow Fiend actually down in the lower part of the ramp with a Tornado. Cold Snap will come up in a second with a mana there from Yawa, ready and available, and AUI just needs 1 hit to slow him down with all the Venom, and that should be a secure kill. Even with a Fairy Fire, Shadow Fiend buys a TP. But he's so far behind at this point.
Yeah, dude, Aoi has 1200 gold at 2 minutes on Bounty Hunter. He is rich. He is living the dream right now. I mean, so what is Infamous getting out of this? They're getting a jungling Enigma. He's not even really free farming because, you know, he still has to deal with the Bounty Hunter stealing his experience like this and just harassing him. And then also the Sand King, which is, he's really not getting anything. Like I said, he's only level 1. He's not even trying to soak experience, which I find pretty questionable. This is not how you play this, like, Sand King anymore. You have to be able to lane. So it's kind of more of like a, where you have to get it when you know you can lane and have a strong lane. And right now he does not have a strong lane, like you said. The Ursa Oracle combo will just, like, completely wreck him if he tries to lane against that, so. Yeah, I don't know. Infamous is in a tough spot right now. They do have, I mean, really strong late game heroes and really good team fight off of their Sand King Enigma SF, so they're not out of it by any means. One team fight in the game is turned around, but if DC plays this correctly and keeps applying pressure like this, they're going to be in a tough spot.
And for an offlaner, Bulba is basically free farming. He's got a Quelling Blade. He's managing to get a few last hits here, and this Ember Spirit looks like he might just be dead with another boar hit through Bulba. The salve onto the Ember, but he's still going to get taken out by these axes, and then another swipe. And that Beastmaster, the Crystal Maiden, just couldn't do anything to turn that around. While up at the top rune spot, yep, down goes the Shadow Fiend. Again, the combination from Oracle and Invoker. Infamous. So no, The laning stage is just 0 here from them.
This is, oh my gosh, is the courier gonna die again? Oh, it's dead.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
This is like one of the biggest stomps I've seen in a very long time. Like,
It's a
the lane
5,000.
stage is going about as horrible as it can.
I honestly don't think I've ever seen anything like this before. It's over a 5,000 net worth lead before 5 minutes. We're seeing a 1,000.
This might be a record.
I think it might be, because usually when we see like the 1k net worth lead per minute, it's like 20 plus minutes in, and someone taking down 2 Roshans, they've stomped, they got like a level 1 Roshan or something, and they win all lanes and they go and win 3 or 4 team fights. This is laning stage. This is insane.
There's losing every lane, and then there's like getting completely stomped in every lane, and this is getting completely stomped in every lane, which does not happen in competitive games very often. Obviously, pub, sure, this happens all the time, but like, you wouldn't expect this out of most teams.
AY has sentries up at top, and the Sand King, level 1 Forest Strike, he doesn't even use it in time!
He was dead anyways, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, 1437 was behind him. I'm gonna put my hands up and say I just don't know.
Alright, well, I guess for the sake of keeping it entertaining, we'll try and focus on what Infamous can do to get back here. The best thing they can do in this scenario is like over-rotating their heroes and trying to turn around some, basically gank. Even if they just get 1 or 2 heroes and they rotate 4 heroes, that might be what they need to do. They really need to get the black hole up on Enigma, because that's probably their best bet to do that. So he needs to just like hammer time it up in the jungle and just focus on getting that level 6 as fast as possible, pretty much ignore everything else that happens on the map. Greedy is like doing this stack, but he's gonna get the experience stolen even if he gets it right here, and he is so in trouble right now. Aoi is basically just the bounty hunter pick is completely ruining their plan.
He is an absolute pest. They've got full vision over the Sand King, they know exactly where he is. Don't have another sentry. I'm not sure if... I don't think Greedy saw that. The creep went and hit AUI as he went.
I think he was out of fog.
Yeah, Tornado will captain zone.
Fine.
With the EMP, down goes the Sand King. Will he die to creeps? Will he die to the enemy? He'll die to the Dire. TC's Ursa not only gets the kill, but takes the stack away from the Sand King. Any comeback mechanism that he thought he might have has just gone down the drain. But then you look at, outside of laning phase, rune control as well. DC have got pretty much every single rune to their name. No way for the Shadow Fiend, who has just got his bottle, really fill it up and get back into this. AUI is getting closer to level 6. SF is going to try and stack camp here, but the Bounty Hunter,
Radiant's top
he's going to
tower
block
is
it.
under attack.
I didn't even kill him. He's level 5. Like, he's got... I think you could actually solo him right now.
300 damage from Shuriken.
He's got Salve. Yeah, he just Janatas him. If he has... I guess there's no Exhort at all, so he has no Sunstrike. But if there's, like, a level 1 Sunstrike, I think that would be a kill. But, yeah, he's just... He's playing on the defensive side, though, because he doesn't want to give up the kills, right? That's kind of a risk kill, and he's just going to die anyways. He'll just wait till he goes back to lane and then just kill him with Yoar. It doesn't matter.
Radiant's Courier has respawned. Let's try and figure out when it dies next, right?
Oh, it's making a run for it. It's going to fly through this ward. Unfortunately, Aoi's in mid lane showing, so I think they're pretty confident it's going to live here.
Tower is under attack.
Alright, Ztok does have his ultimate, and the problem is they're seeing this courier deliver his items, so they know where he's at. He's actually, oh my gosh, is he gonna kill the courier again? Is it gonna be the hat trick? Oh my lord, he wants it so bad.
He's got it, he's got it!
Oh my god.
3 for 3.
No way.
It's 8 minutes in and he's killed the courier 3 times. Sentry's
That is
down.
definitely a record, 100%. There's no way it's not.
Not even Pylai Die can beat this.
This is actually the most godly bounty hunter game I've ever seen. Like, to be fair, this is a really good bounty hunter game, and it was a great last pick by them. This just shows the strength of their drafting. Like, it was a very smart draft pick, but like, they're just not dealing with it right at all.
Ember Spirit has BOTs, 8 minutes in. He's doing decently. He's gonna get ganked down the bottom lane though. Remnant over to the side, but the roar up from Bulba will catch him. Now the tornado comes in. Can he Remnant away? I'm not sure. He's gonna try and dodge back and forth. Yep, jumps up into the trees and TP's away. There's a cold snap. No, there isn't.
Dire's middle
Ella
tower
had Ghost
is under
Walk
attack.
invoked.
Dire's structures are fortified.
We're going to be happy with the escape from that one. And Shadow Fiend given a little bit of free time mid, but the track is up from Bounty. And just look at the Shuriken damage. Level 6 Bounty Hunter against a level 6 Shadow Fiend.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Yeah,
under attack.
I mean, that's the funny part. They have track too, right? Like, it's not like they're just winning, they're snowballing, and then if you're snowballing, you have track. This game is almost insurmountable for Infamous. They really do just need to, like... If they get picked off like 3 or 4 more times, I think the game is over, regardless of what they do. They'll just be so behind it. Like, Bounty Hunter's gonna have a mech before, like, SF has power treads. Like, you just can't win at that point, because Invoker is going to have a full item. Beastmaster already has Necro 1. Ursa has Blink as soon as he kills Roshan. He's like soloing right now. He could probably kill 2 heroes even if they came and contested him right now, so he's not too worried about it.
And
It's looking grim for them.
Yeah, it really is. 1437's up at top getting some experience of his own. He's hit level 6. And Greedy Sand King. He's hiding in the trees, but I think AUI knows exactly where he is. He's pinged it out. He's going to walk into the Sand King now, get the track, get the hits in. And Greedy ceases to exist under the damage from Purifying Flames. Where's the Ursa going? So TC gets blocked off the ramp by the Eidolon. But he's got Aegis. It's off 2200 gold, so that Blink is coming in mid though. Shadow Fiend, no! Not like this! Yawa solos him, the TP cancelled out, realizing there's no chance to save his teammate. And a Midas on this Wex Invoker. 10 minutes in with, like, honestly, mid lane Invoker, right? You're kind of happy with Brown Boots, Niltaras, and Midas at 8 minutes. And you go for the pseudo rush on Midas. He has Phase, Urn, Null, Wand, and Midas, and 300 gold to spare. He might get Black Hole here though with Yawa dropping. Yeah, there we go. D-Stock with the first ulti of the game, first kill of the game for Infamous. Start.
Yeah, they caught him being all the greedy for that tier 1. That's usually how you get caught when you're ahead like this. But honestly, at this point, even a death like that, especially since he just bought his item, right, it doesn't really matter that much.
Oh, roar onto Maiden. Ember Spirit thinking about going back in. Maiden should drop here, but it's TC that's chasing the Ember Spirit down. Oh, Maiden dies. Forehead, Eligiggle broke back Ming Lee. Tracked up. Got his BOTs, but he can't be under the wary eye of this bounty hunter.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Item progression for Infamous. Mech on Enigma is pretty far. Nope. Has he got it? He is. Oh, he's actually finished it. Take that back. But he just had the headdress, but he's finished Mech. So they've got something. Level 4 Eidolons, Mech could conceivably think about pushing into a tier 1.
I would not recommend that. If they do that,
they could think about it.
If they didn't have Invoker, I'd say maybe. But EFP Invoker just completely destroys that because they don't have enough like arcane moves to deal with it. They don't have a lot of like heroes that can do stuff without mana. Enigma, especially, like if he gets their mech is worthless. So it would be very difficult. At this point, man, I would be scrambling to figure out what to do. I still think they just need to try and bait kills and then turn it around. But the problem is DC is starting to group up now because they're so ahead that like they can literally just group up and run down lanes, and Infamous just like can't outfarm them. They can't out-slow push them. They can't out-teamfight them. When you can't do any 3 of those things, like you're not in a good spot.
When does the courier feed spam start again?
Honestly, I would not be surprised. I really would.
That's what would be happening in my pub game right now. Get the couriers out, boys. Although they did add that cooldown, didn't they? It's like 2 minutes or 3 minutes between courier purchases or something. What did I imagine that change?
No, that has definitely changed. Okay. That would literally exist just to prevent pubs from being hell on earth.
Yeah.
I can say I haven't seen very many courier spins. I have seen some courier feeds, but it's only like 2 because that's all they got. SF going down mid.
Oh, God.
Crystal Maiden is very good against Ursa when his ult's down, but when his ult's not down, then it's just kind of like you can't do anything. Yeah, so it goes both ways. Enigma's good against Ursa all like stages, but I mean, when you're down 10,000 gold in experience at 12 minutes, it's pretty hard.
15,000.
It's going up. I'm losing track. It's too hard to keep up.
Oh my God! And they've got this aggressive ward as well. Watching. Oh, Enigma.
Oh my God! Seatalk's just taunting them now. The item drops are coming out. I mean,
he's fake denying the item as well. They know they've got perfect vision of them. They know that DC have their number. Now Shadow Fiend knows. Oh. AUI. He's dusted. They've got the black hole in 25 seconds, not in time. Shadow Fiend jumps on by the Ursa Bear, and then comes the mech, but the damage output. Shuriken even flying onto the Crystal Maiden, but there's nothing to stop them. So the Emperor Spirit takes a bit of burst damage there from the Oracle. TC still has Aegis. About 1 minute and 15 seconds. They're in no trouble. Oh yeah, look at that Yawa just dives into tier 1. Goodbye, Enigma. Pretty dangerous.
I mean, the one thing that Infamous has going for them is that DC really does not have a good way to end the game, right? Even though they're up 15,000 gold in experience at 14 minutes, they do not have ways to kill towers really. Outside of the Beastmaster, who does have a Necro 3, so I suppose it's a little better than I was originally assuming, but like that's pretty much all they've got going for them. So if they can somehow prevent them from like taking their base and go super late and then get like the godliest black hole of all time, they might have a chance. But other than that, it's gonna be hard.
Comeback mechanism, if they can come back. But with the Shadow Fiend dying instantly almost under the Ursa. Now Z-Top out of mana, jumped into the EMP and he's got no black hole, no mech, nothing to save them. 5 from DC, 4 from DC. Where's the 5th one? Doesn't even matter. Because the Deafening Blast will miss off the mark. But TC just jumps into the Ember Spirit, will give up his life, its first one at least, as the Aegis pops. And Ember Spirit actually dies to 1437. Throws out the final Purifying Flames.
Yeah. The problem is for all that to happen, they would have had to like, you know, they have to realize that and turtle in the base, and at this point, it's so hard to like play calm in a circumstance like this. Like at this point, they're so tilted that, I mean, they basically have given up. I'm seriously surprised they have not GG'd out yet. I think that they probably, some of them want to, and the other ones are just like, just let's finish it or whatever, I don't know, but it's either insanity or determination. I haven't decided which one yet. I'll let you know in a few more minutes.
Bit of both.
Yeah.
Why
A
not?
little bit of both.
Is under attack.
I've got to start calling up the stat boys. I've got to get on because 23,000 net worth difference. 15 minutes? Like, I'm 100% sure that's a record now. I mean,
Even if that's not, like, what they had in the first, like, 4 minutes of the game has to be. I'm sure that I've never seen someone snipe, like, 3 couriers in 7 minutes, and everywhere he went, they got kills. Like, it was just bounty hunter went somewhere, killed somebody, killed the courier, killed somebody else really quick, let me just, like, pick up the bounty rune. He just got everything perfect, so... Well, here comes the smoke that I think is probably 5 or 10 minutes too late, but they are making a 5-man rotation with Black Hole. Bulba should go down here.
The roar, but yep, there we go. There's a kill. Anyone up top 5 of the net worth. Still got 5 DC heroes up there, as Bulba is actually the lowest one. Oracle is 3rd, just ahead of the Bounty Hunter. Take a tier 1 though, it looks like there's no contest here from Digital Chaos as they go for the tier 2 down at bottom. Start prepping for the next Roshan, just to really consolidate and secure this win.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, they really need that. But the thing is, like, they still kind of struggle with pushing towers. Like, look how long they've been hitting it. Without, like, I mean, Yor does have Alacrity now, so that helps a little bit if he gets a few more points in Exhort, but their, like, damage on towers is just super pathetic without the Necro Book. So, as long as Infamous recognizes this and just, like, doesn't completely lose hope, and they do, like, what they just did to Bulba and do that one more time, okay, he just bought a Ghost Scepter. Well, that's kind of good if they can... Actually, you know what? That's not horrible against Ursa, because he's a lot of their damage, and honestly, SF is basically an ult at this point. Like, he's so behind. The only way they're going to win is if he gets, like, 11 and gets a massive ult off and they, like, crush them in a team fight. So being able to survive against the Ursa, that actually might be an item that can help him out. Then again, I didn't really think about it until just now, but you probably can purge Ghost Scepter with Oracle, right? With, like, his Fortune's End.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not 100% certain on that, but I would assume that that's how that works, so it's actually horrible if that's how it works, because he's just going to get purged and die instantly.
I'd guess so as well. Oh. Greedy. Where's he? Oh, he's actually got it. Got enough money for Blink Dagger. So this could be the make... Oh. Go on. Not quite catching the Sand King there. But this could be the makings of the beginning, the start of the comeback. I'm not gonna say there's a comeback like, on the cards here for Infamous or anything. Oh, he's sold them.
Okay. You can never be too sure. Nope. Like, I wouldn't have been surprised.
I had to check. Okay, here we go. Right, they've got Black Hole, they've got Blink Sand King, they've got Requiem level 1. Spirit sitting at level 10. Got the level 4 Flame Guard, they've got a fair amount of magic damage, but take a look at where AUI is. If only he'd been... Wait, he actually broke the smoke of the Ember Spirit.
Yeah, and he saw. So they know that this is going on. I was just like in a nuisance while they're all pushing in the top lane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Dust is out. They've seen AUI. They should be able to get this kill. Let's stun him up, and he's all alone in no man's land. What is he? 405? Is the second dust needed? Okay. Well, I get the kill in the end. Dominating streak taken, and how? Right, I just want to see the swing now. I want to see the swing from that one bounty hunter kill. 1,1300 net worth swing for them. 2 more kills for DC. We've got the golden score though. It looks like we might get it. There's forehead, the Ember Spirit stunned, locked into oblivion, and down he goes. 3, 2, 1. One more kill.
Yeah. There's a pretty strong chance that it might hit it for a second, but it'll probably happen in the midst of a team fight and it won't last very long. It looks like... Oh no, they're backing up getting Roach. Alright, that makes sense. Backing up, waiting. So I guess as DC, you just want to look for items that let you actually siege the base. Because even if they pick them off for the next like 20 or 30 minutes and they're just getting some pickoffs and like trading farm and they don't really take any base damage, I'm pretty sure the later this goes, the worse they're like out, like just looking for them, for DC that is. Infamous has really strong looking heroes, and if they can just pick up a few more items like a Blink on Enigma, and probably, I don't really know what SF needs to be honest, he's so behind at this point, it's like, what do you even build anymore? Probably boots, I guess? Bots so he can still push.
Loka caught there by the Frostbite, but looks like Crystal Main's gonna drop by that. Insolence. Healed up actually by, Shuriken flies through, and Greedy. What? Okay.
Bad manner, pause, disconnect, alright.
Pause into GG and then DC out, fair enough. Well, we did get the 3-2-2 for a split second there. 3-24 is going to be the end score, 20 minutes in. All-time 20k net worth lead in 50 minutes has happened 26 games. It has a 100% win rate. But we had a massive lead before that. We'll try and find the good old stats for you, but game number 1, Digital Chaos. Honestly, there are no superlatives, there's nothing to describe that. That was just one-sided from draft to finish. We'll find out in game number 2, I guess, whether Infamous can actually play Dota 2 up against DC.